Wildcat here, and we're here today with playing Construction Simulator 3, carrying on in that series now. And information, to get information, it said this game came out in 2018. Other information says it came out in 2019. Because they brought it out for mobile, they brought it out for console, they brought it out for PC, so as it's kind of a pain to try and get as to what exact date it was that they brought these out for PC. As it turns out, I was looking and I noticed now they said there was one called Construction Simulator 2012 for PC. I don't even know if you can still buy it. I didn't notice it before, but anyway, so this one here came out somewhere around 2018, 2019. And again, it's just kind of a look at things that they've changed, and actually in some ways, even from 2, this one has kind of gone down, in my opinion, gone down a little bit as far as their, the graphic goods and stuff. They're not as good. And if you come up to the menus here, no, I don't want that, sorry. Just a quick peek into settings here. If you come into settings, don't really have much in the way of graphics other than changing some of the, just being able to go high, and I think as high as you can go is high. You can't go higher than that. So I use the mouse, and then of course this doesn't want to scroll. But anyways, so these are the only things that you can change on your graphic cards. They played around with them a little bit, and they basically made it worse than what it was. So I said, well, I don't want to do a whole lot of playing the game. I just kind of wanted to show up for stuff, but I have to play it a bit to be able to get some of the things and equipment. So they don't even show you keys controls or anything in there. So one of the things they have here, there's your key control commands. So of course mouse, keyboard, and this, but that's all you get. I mean, it doesn't tell you. Like with the trailer, I can't get the ramps to go up or down with the trailer. I've looked into it. YouTube sites, people show that they got no problem putting them up and down. And other people are in the same boat I am. Can't get it to go up or down, no matter what you try. And that was one of the things I mentioned before that I liked about 1, is it put up in each place where your stuff worked or vent, whatever you could use. It would highlight what you needed to use to make that function, which was kind of nice. It's too bad they didn't keep that. And I definitely like this with the circles. I mean, this also helps too, because you can see how you're moving your sticks. And like you say, a lot of times they don't move them straight over. Usually you're off a little bit, which causes them to work a little bit funky. But now in 3, 2, you drove these with your sticks. Even in 1, you drove it with the sticks. Now in 3, they have you driving it with the trigger. What did they want me to do? Let's get rid of this. Take a look here, see what we need. Oh, I brought my excavator down here, and I don't need it yet. These aren't too bad to get your, find your way around. It's not too bad. It's sometimes a little pain in the ass, though, the things you got to go through in order to get this stuff. The Construction Simulator, which is referring to the one they brought out in 22 for PC, as well as I think mobile and console they brought out at the same time. Basically, well, at least for the PC version, anyways, it was a whole revamp on the game. That's why it's so much different than, 1, 2, or 3 is. Alright, so we get down here with the loader, and as you can see, it gives us a spot that they want us, because as it said, to bring it down here, so park in the spot it's indicating. Not gonna make a liar out of me? Well, the only thing I can think of, this is a loader. The only thing I can think is it's not even letting me select on this, so I got a funny feeling what it wants. It's gonna say that, you know, that is a loader, but it might be too big. So let's take this one out of storage. Definitely a smaller one. And what I'll do here is I'm just gonna, where are you? Pay to take them over there. Like I was saying, this one only gives you, at least for now, all I have the option is one trailer to buy from them, and for transporting vehicles or heavy machinery. And the only thing I can get on it is I can't get the ramps to go down. So totally useless to me. Can't use it for anything. So it's either you drive the equipment down here or you pay to have it brought down here to your job sites. So let's see now. Is this going to advance us now, or is it going to say no to that? See? Did get that. Come on. So this is, I don't know why they, but as you can see, I brought my biggest loader down here to scrape these lumps up, as it's asking us to do, and it wouldn't acknowledge it. It had to be the small loader. So it's, as I said, I mentioned before, I think it was in 2 when it came to the training missions, you had to do exactly what they said or it wouldn't work. So it would appear that that kind of came over to this. Came over into 3, right? That they, you know, carried it over into 3, except in 3, so even on the missions you have to use what they want you to use, or, you know, that doesn't seem to want to work, which is a little bit of a letdown. But the other thing I've noticed that is kind of weird is that with this, with 1, 2, and 3, you are able to put the bucket down, into the ground. Now see, down on the ground with no problem, on the ground, scoop your stuff. But in Construction Simulator you can. For some reason when they did their revamp, they made it so you couldn't put it down on the ground. So obviously there was some issues with being able to put it on the ground. There we go, that's full now. Normally I grab the dump truck and I'd throw this stuff in the dump truck, but this little guy has a real hard time putting it in the dump truck. He doesn't reach up there very good. So hopefully I'll put him over there and hopefully it'll be out of our way. And again, like I say, these views just drive me absolutely batty. The way they have it. I like in the Construction Simulator, you know, you bring up the camera, you swing it where you want it to look, and then it automatically will switch it back to the drive mode within a couple of seconds of not moving it, and then the camera stays there. So that is quite nice. These ones, like the first one, second one, and third one, have just been horrible with the camera. And like I said, and that was because you had to unlock a bunch of the other options you could select to put them, like to put the camera on the hook, or the, you know, in the previous games you had to unlock them. So it made it a little bit of a pain, but that was so weird though that they made me come and get this guy for this. Alright, let's get out of the area here so it'll continue to the next stage. Come on, there we go. Backhoe. Well, I brought my excavator down here, so let's see if he can have that. The other thing I found strange with this one was that in 1, they allowed you to get out of the equipment and walk to your other equipment, and then for some reason in 2, They put it where you had to be in the vehicle, select your spots. 3 is the same thing. You have to be in at least one vehicle at all times. You can't get out of it. But they did add the function where if you go click on the store icon, you could enter the store without actually having to drive there. So that was kind of nice. So but you still have to drive there, or either drive there or pay to have the vehicle taken there. So let's see if it's going to advance here. Yeah, it's not going to. Oh man, you guys kill me. It just does. It just kills me that. Nope, you gotta have the equipment we tell you to bring, which is kind of weird because it's not like this is the beginning of the game, by any chance. It's probably a award for driving the excavator for so far or so many things. Hall of Fame, right? Alright, who we need is that guy. And of course at this one too, you gotta put the stuff in the Vehicle Hall of Fame and repair it. I've finished building the garage at the Home Depot, or your home base. So it's supposed to automatically fix them when you put them in there. Alright, so again, we'll just go grab this guy real quick. That's such a pain. Then we're going to go back into the other menu here and we'll just pay the 500 to take them down there. And I say, I'm still not sure about how they work the damage on these things, whether it goes by how long you have them out or whether how much you drive them or a combination of both. Got no idea on that. Just know that I end up paying a lot of money to fix them. Oh, and that's what they want me to do. Okay. I just kind of weird the way they had that. Now they want us to dig that spot out. Alright, so this is so weird because this would be being right back at the beginning. I just don't get to understand why he's doing this. I didn't think this mission was one going back. I mean, it paid a lot more than any of the ones in the very beginning would have paid. Now, as you can see, compared to 2, and even especially 1, the backhoe digging actually works pretty well. The other thing we have in this one, in 3 anyways, is that you can push the pile with your bucket. You can bend the bucket over far enough that you can actually push the dirt back into the ditch. Whereas in the other ones you couldn't do that. I don't think you could do it in 2. You might have been able to do it in 2 though. But I'm pretty sure you couldn't do it in 1. I think it just malfunctioned. I think the blade would always just kind of push through the pile of dirt. But in Construction Simulator 22, it definitely you can't, because of course you can't put the bucket on the ground. It goes down so far and that's it. You can't tip it, and it's kind of weird. I said probably eliminated some stuff for them. Alright, let's wow, is this ever weird. Okay, well, we've seen how this works, so I don't need to show any more of it, that's for sure. So I'll just carry on and be back when we get this done and over with. Alright, so now they want us to use the backhoe bucket to push the dirt in the hole. So I just kind of thought I would show this. So I got so used to the muscle memory of the Construction Simulator, like you say, it would automatically flip itself back to the you know, basically to the drive mode kind of thing, or back to the work mode, I guess we could say. Oh! So, that may have been a part reason why they got rid of the being able to do this. As you've seen there, dip down, I mean the whole bucket disappeared in the ground, so. But that was kind of neat to be able to do it. I mean, even the bulldozer is quite fun to use. Mind you, on 3 I haven't used it yet. It was in 2. The grader was something else to use as well. That was another little different. But anyways, this is just thought I'd kind of show this, and then I'll probably be get this one finished up, because for some reason this seems to be just like a training mission, this one, explaining how to do everything in that. So, and then I'll be back with more potent mission. At least one using different equipment, that's for sure. Alright, so kind of the little next phase here is to pack the ground and with the dirt roller. And there's also a roller for asphalt that you don't use on the dirt, so. I think they got 3 rollers in there. There's 3 or 4, but it doesn't matter. They all cost the same. You know, they all do the same thing, just different brands. So basically, yeah, just go back and forth the vibrator on, the ground gets packed, and the job is done. It's pretty easy to run these ones. And this one here, the vibrator, you can turn it on when you're not in the area they want done, and it'll stay on, whereas in the construction simulator you turn it on. If you go outside the area they want rolled far enough, it'll automatically turn off. But this one doesn't do it. As you can see, my mark there over to the left of the machine there, you can see my path coming in. Alright, that'll be about enough of this, so let's finish this up and we'll carry on with the next bit. Oh, I didn't want to do that, and that's, like I said, why I drive myself nuts. I do that all the time. Like I said, it's one of the reasons I hate their menu for this. Just to get back to the track I want to be, and then I want to go back to the other one because I want to put it in the hall. But what I usually do, and I almost did it again, I hit the wrong button and I jump back into that vehicle, which is not what I want to do. Now these cement truck, I haven't put them away because I built the portion onto the shop here, and that cement truck, I went down and filled it up, and it's basically full. As soon as I turned it on, it said the job was complete. Yeah, which kind of sucks. So of course, if you take it back, you know, if you put it away, you get paid for it being loaded, but you only get about half your money that you paid for it. So this one here I took on purpose because it had concrete to it, or supposed to have a concrete pour to it, so I figured I would use the concrete that way. Alright, so just zinging on over here to the store to get something. I forget what it is now. Alright, so we're down here in the gravel yard. We're supposed to get some gravel, so let me see if he gives us gravel. Back it in there like that, hit the A button. Oh yeah, look at that, it is gravel. I know in 2 all it gave me was dirt, so that was definitely a change. And you can see how in 2 too, when it came to the dump truck, that the dirt would just, you know, kind of just go up level in the box, whereas now it's a little more scattered, peaked. And then the same thing, we dump it, it comes out, you can see it sliding from the top down. version 2, it just, the level just started going down. It just stayed level the whole way until it was empty. So we'll see if I can show this here. It's not a very big run. Of course, the back was going to be in the way, and the truck. So, before I get started on both of them, I am gonna to get started on pouring this. I'm gonna move those two vehicles here real quick. Oh, I tell you, this camera just, it drives me nuts, and it's not. I don't want that. I want the vehicle. Man. Oh, I didn't mean to dump him out. I forgot he was loaded with dirt. Alright, now I should stick him down there. So I'm so used to the other construction simulator, I just hop out, run over to this one, hop into it, so it's just... He does... Oh! Sitting there saying, he doesn't want to move, what the heck? I forgot, he's got his outriggers down. Oh yeah, and it just connected him. Oh, there we go, now he's connected back up. I don't know if I'm going to need this guy again. The only reason I kept this one is because I had him out and I hadn't put him away. That's the only reason I used this one to bring up the pipes. Okay, now let me hop into the... dump truck. No, I don't want that, you. Alright, now let's change its view, because that's going to drive me nuts. It's one of the things I always forget to do right off the bat. Alright, let's see if we can get this to work. So as you can see, the load slides down from the front, which is kind of neat. Now that was probably a little too thin, because I went a little pretty quick on that, but we'll see. You can see you get a big wob where it starts and thins right out, and then a big wob towards the end. It's hard to get it completely even. Alright, so now we'll spin the view around and we'll hit our ground thing here. Yeah, I kind of figured. See, they're both actually pretty light. But we'll do this one again because he needs it. Let's see if I can get this in one load. I might not be able to, but... Yeah, we're not going to be able to get this in one load, I know it. Woo! Wow. I don't know, I'm going to try and see. You might be able to spread it because this has got a pretty good lump in there. Okay. Wasn't near it, but hey, emptied the truck out and it said we're done. Good enough for me. Alright, so this is... Oh, of course, I forgot to open the door there. Alright, so in construction 3, so in 2 and 1, I could drive the cement truck up on where it wants us to pour the form. But in Construction Simulator 3, it won't let you drive up on there, so you can only get it around the edges. Usually you could get it enough to usually you can get it enough to oh, come on, I gotta go back to the truck, that it would fill it in, but I did one time have a piece big enough that it wouldn't, so I had to get the snorkel truck to do it. I mean, I could have rented the bucket, I know, but I knew I was going to be needing the snorkel truck anyways, got the money, so what the heck, might as well buy it, right? Oh, I hate this because it'll let you back that nozzle up on it, but it will not let you swing the nozzle on it. thing. Won't even let him take it away. It's such a pain in the butt. There we go. I got that done. Now, this is different than the other ones. They had you go. I'm pretty sure it was left, right, not up, down. Of course, then as soon as you move backwards, you could change that view too, don't we? Right? Ugh. Alright, there we go, finally. Now the other thing with this one, I gotta get the other truck. In Construction Simulator, that black piece there that the concrete comes out would come down as soon as you put your bucket up, you know, the arm out like this. This one, it does not come down until you turn it on. And then as soon as you're done, or as soon as you turn the concrete off, it goes back to the up position there. And how come he's not pouring anything? Oh, jeez. Ah, brother. Okay, so he is pouring concrete out into him to back of the snorkel truck, but he's not pouring anything. What the heck? Wow. Alright, so there's a nice little glitch. Huh. I used it before, never seen it doing this. Isn't that something? Oh, you know what? I know why he's doing it, because this is one of those things where I keep forgetting I'm on this job and it tells you what piece of equipment to use. So that's why that's not working, because it's going to want you to use a bucket. Alright, let's put this guy away. Just prove a point here. Oh, did he back up there? I think it felt like he ran over the at the back there. Look at camera. This thing looked like we could go, oh, okay, backwards. But let me go over it forward. But I bet you anybody's not going to let him pour anything in here though, because I told them to use the bucket, so it's going to force me to go buy that stupid bucket. Or have to rent it, and then of course, well, I have the crane truck, so I can use that. You got all this equipment here that you just absolutely don't need because of the being so screwy. I mean, just being completely picky on what you need. A cement truck's a cement truck, like. Can't switch vehicle. Well, what? Oh, fuck. Vehicle's not in motion. How is the vehicle in? Oh, for fuck's sakes. Alright, so we got the bucket here full of concrete. So let's start pouring, okay? No, I don't think this had, yeah, okay. So might as well stay on hook. Oh, come on. Oh. I'll get it right eventually. Alright, so now to get this thing to pour, we have to go into the construction mode and then cycle to the bucket. It's a weird way of doing it. Oh, he's not taking into concrete. You're kidding me, aren't you? Right? You're kidding. Oh, sorry. Gonna go buckets and concrete buckets. Stop pouring. TGS Liberator. Alright, so we're back here on the job site with the cement truck. Now, it wouldn't let me pour the cement from the snorkel truck. Wouldn't let me pour it out of the cement bucket. Wouldn't let me pour it straight out of the truck. Turns out, because the truck was only half full of concrete, I couldn't use it. I had to go and fill the truck full of concrete. So this just kind of shows that when you're on one of these pre-umpted missions, that you know, this is going like a training mission. I don't know why they have them doing all these things, but they do. But you got to do exactly what they want. If you don't, it won't work. So it just frustrates the hell out of you. I could have sworn they wanted me to use the concrete bucket, which they probably will here shortly. I don't know, they might want them to go to the other side so that it'll get the other half. I might do that too, who knows. Oh, the truck, other truck's in my way, so I gotta move them. No, I don't want to send him back there, because I'm gonna need him again. And for some reason I disconnected them. What's weird, when you use the crane on this truck, if you go to switch vehicles, even though you're not using them, it tells you it's in motion and you can't use it. Oh. So that's something that's weird. Oh, I know what I could have done. It wasn't letting the semi move, so I kind of figured it's because of the cement truck was right up. Yeah, the cement truck was right up on him. But I should have just hit reset, is what I should have done. That would have fixed it. God, just for now, I'm gonna leave him there so I can get out of this. Yeah, so that was kind of strange that if you got the crane out, it will not let you get out of that truck until you pack it right up. They're being so picky with everything. I mean, even with the loader, right? Oh no, you gotta use the back board. It ain't gonna work. You gotta. This weird. All right, come on. Is he filling them in or what? Of course not, because he's not pouring in the right spot. Well, at least that's the one nice thing, is it doesn't pour out on the ground. It'll only pour where it needs to go. So. Or where it's supposed to go. This should end pretty quick. Come back here a little more, fill this in. There we go. Well, that should be, or maybe I turned you off. Enough. Hopefully, shouldn't need that again, but you never know. It just might. Okay, yeah, we know we got a special job. We know we got a... But this is not letting them even... What the hell, man? Oh, come on! Yes. Oh, this is killing me. Well, why won't I let them pick it up? Wow. It does something, eh? Wow. Talk about your... just... The whole 9 yards of this. This 3 has got so many of these glitches in it that just drive you nuts. You know, that's absolutely crazy. You know, and then their key control there doesn't help you worth a crap in particular. It's all the basic stuff, right? Like I don't understand. It won't let me strap that down. Come here. It wouldn't let the truck pick it up. Now look, he's sitting there floating in the air off the trailer. Let's see if it'll let him pick it up. That was the end of the month thing. It didn't make me. Yeah, we lost 54,000. Wow, that wasn't a good month. Too much screwing around, and you know. See, now it'll let them pick it up, whereas before on the trailer it wouldn't let them pick it up, wouldn't let them chain it on there. It's just weird. So now if we go to the trailer, we should be able to see. There it is. Now we can chain them down. I don't know why I wouldn't let it do it before. Like I said, 3's definitely got a lot more funky glitches going on in it than what the other ones did. And it's like you said, it frustrates the crap out of you. Works nice when it's working. It works pretty good, but it's got a lot of these glitches in them that can get costly trying to get it to work. But anyways, I had about enough of this. I'm peed off enough at this game. It's just, I got enough to make up the video, so I might as well end this while I'm before I decide not to ever play it again, that's for sure. Alright, I'm gonna say walk it out for now. I'll catch you all in the next one.